Think of the average person in the European Middle Ages. They're probably a peasant working under one of the vast number of economic and social systems we place under the umbrella of feudalism. Their access to information is of course heavily throttled. It would not be uncommon for entire families to exist completely within the sphere of a small village or town for their entire existence. So naturally, we would assume that they probably didn't know much, right? Pious and uneducated are the buzzwords that come to mind. But here's where we're wrong. See, medieval people had a really interesting quirk. They were just that, people. And you may be shocked to know just how aware of the world around them they were, even among those who would never see it. Firstly, in the Middle Ages, especially the earlier half, religious tolerance was much greater than you may expect, and in some ways even greater than today. See, the witch-burning fanaticism and intoleration of difference within Christianity is something that has always existed, but becomes much more apparent after the Middle Ages. In our early period, local populations largely have their own interpretations based on the local clergy. Furthermore, many are acutely aware of other faiths. Well, why? Because of point 2. The medieval world, even in comparison to, say, 16th and 17th century Europe, was much more open than we would expect. Vikings found themselves in the Middle East and Greece. Islamic scholars set up camp in Scandinavia. Italians were in China, and according to one source, spices, money, and goods from the Far and Near East were present from as early as 950 AD in German towns, villages, and cities. And they weren't even that expensive. And you probably had armchair historians and politicians too. Local populations were for the most part kept in the loop of what was going on by 2 main groups. The pilgrims, who were constantly travelling the continent and would really be heckled for news in basically every town they entered, and the educated clergy, who had unique access to the illiterate, but still humanly intelligent masses. Information such as who's in charge, what day, week, month and year it is, and just general political updates were frequently disseminated. So before you say Doritos and iPhones would blow a medieval peasant's brain, they'd probably think it was just foreign and weird. And so would you.